It's going to be a little grainy, I guess. Okay. Cool deal. All right, let's grab the pitching wedge, and we'll keep building those fundamentals. Your driver's swing is closer than you think. Timing is helpful. So we're just going to go through all the basics again. Just without a ball and a club, we're just going to go rehash all that cool stuff. So, get your stand tall, off the roll. Roger really gets to bring the head back on the club, chin down a bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, walk back 1 inch. Okay. And get back far enough, to, like maybe on the path, so he can see it. You know, maintain all these measurements. Start bowing. Keep the head back on there, and then your chin down at the same time. So it feels a little bit like you're sucking your neck back. So now we're at about 30 degrees with a straight back. And I'll put the hand in the frame. Nice supple hand. Good. Get in on that grip for a second. 1 o'clock thumb with the crease. Really good. Looking good. Thumb at 11. Arm up over the pec. Elbows feeling a little on the close side. Okay. Bowing. So this is just going to be, we're just going to practice the arc without a ball. Okay, I'll move the body. You're going to 1 o'clock. Foot face is right in the line with the arc. How much weight is in your right foot? All right, 90%. Okay, great. Going over to the left post. Yeah, nice with the foot. Excellent with the foot. Awesome right there. Okay. What I want you to do, I'm going to work the foot now, and I want you to go back and forth, 1 hour, 1 hour, like a ticking clock. And I'm going to start in the middle. So this pitching wedge will be slightly angled forward. Okay. Go ahead and back and forth, little teeny swing. 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay. Now pick up the pace a little bit. Back and forth. Ticking clock. Yep. Post to post. Lift up that left hip, lift the heel a bit. do some of the chip shots now. And go ahead and pull that ball in. You can stay pretty narrow. There's your 1 o'clock target. Right there. Okay, just chipping into the basket with the 1 hour swing. Okay. Very good. Okay, find the wall. And hold still there. That looks great. Okay. Right post, left post. Nice tip. Okay, so you're going to start checking now. I want you to start checking, hold your finish until the dust clears, and check the position of your left hip and check the position of your right foot after that. So hold it long enough to check those things. That's it. Ball's kind of in tight. Okay, and hold the finish. Hold. Okay, first check your left hip. Did it make it all the way to the post? Could have gone a little farther, right? Check your foot. You'll see that it matches the hip in that the heel is up, but there could have been a little more in roll. See what I'm doing? This way. Yeah, break to the inside. That'll allow your hip to go down the wall a little further. So it's the in roll we need more of. That might be the limiting factor here. Pull it a little closer. Okay, looking good. Find the wall. Angles look good. You could bow another inch. That's nice. And just rock, rock. Check your foot and hip. That's nice. You have a little more inward break with the foot, and it allowed the hip to work its way down the wall. That's what's giving you that nice forward divot and a clean shot. Do one more of those and we'll work back up to these feel more elementary to you now, right?
Yeah.
This is like a layup,
good,
right?
though,
Yeah, that's good. Okay, bow more and push the ball away just a little bit. Take a little deeper bow. That's too far, that's a little too reachy. Find the midpoint. I know this is all tricky stuff, but it'll be simple a little while. Okay, butt behind you a bit more. Okay, that's looking good. Pivot, pivot. Hold it. Check your hip. Is it a little short? Okay, so you caught a little bit of grass behind that one because of that. So a really good swing, the hip will be already in the post before the ball is struck. It's almost like you lock it into place. And then the club, it's like you're waiting. It's like you're waiting, and then the club comes in and hits the ball. So we want the hip to be the first thing that moves as the club, before the club even comes down. You want to cover up that post a little, yeah, a little earlier and a little stronger with the hips. Good. Nice. Super. Well done. Okay, so you kind of already did it, but let's go to 3 hour swing. We'll jump to the 3 hour swing, which would give us a 50-yard pitch. Go ahead and set up well, and I want you to include a little bit deeper bow on the next series of shots. Just a little sharper angle in the ball, just like an inch more. That looks great. Pull the ball in about 1 ball or less, just so you're not reaching for it. If anything, we want to feel like we're in a little tight. Okay, so here comes, we're going to go to 1. Go to 1, pivot to 1. Right. And the arm drawing back across the chest will create the second hour. So the head stays still, the arm will start drawing across the chest. And then at this point, the wrists will start getting into the act. Now you can see that the club face is parallel to your torso. At this point, you're in the post. Okay. First order of business now. The first thing that moves is your left hip to the post. Turn the left hip to the post and start feeling your chest starting to turn towards the target as well. Turn the chest even more and push the buttocks back on the wall. So you're already in the post, and yet the club is hardly moved yet. So that's the first thing we're going to do. You're going to feel the weight start to roll in. Yeah, that's right. Now you're fully posted. This is what's going to give us our forward divot. Okay, the club will come down, stride downward, divot here. There. Get a little more in roll to the instep. Nice. Great. And finish about here. This is where you'll take it. You can see that you passed. Great. Past the post. So now we're going to do some 3-hour swings. Still with the same energy, a little deeper bow, and same energy as the 1-hour swing. That's nice. Do it again. You're closer than you think on that one. Yeah, so we got to figure out something to standardize that ball position. Use this ball here. Just to standardize where you're going to put it each time.
How much time do you take?
All right, bow deeper, and we're making a 3. That's it. Now we're making a 3-hour swing. Excellent. Keep going. Your motion is just fine. I predict you're going to have big success here in a minute. Bowing. Good. Hitting. Nice. Shot. Good looking swing. I'm not in this now, right? You don't? Can you see me in it, or just like my shoulder?
Your shoulder.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Nicely done. Okay, so that ball is getting down. It's rolling down to the bottom of the hill where the gopher holes are. This shot, we can get it further. Remember the dip change. So I'll do it to you once, and you'll do it back. So you remember this. Currently, you're hitting it about this hard.
Way more.
Kind of gentle, and I want you to go a little more. Okay, so I want you to do that to me now. Wind up. You don't swing the club. Just go back. Now push me off. Hit me off. There. So I want you to start putting more of that energy through the. And what we're after on this length of swing, we're after more of a little more of a firmer hit. And the ball should get to the end of the grass and almost nose over the edge into the stream for 50 yards. Okay, bow a little deeper. Nice. Okay, hit me harder. Yep, try again. That one you just hit off the end of the stick. No big deal. Does that outside ball bother you?
No.
Okay. All right, hit me with your hip. Nice pitch. Way to go. Now see where that's rolling to? Roll right out to the end of the grass? Yeah. That's how far a 3-hour swing. So you're feeling the swing is very hip powered now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep at it. You didn't quite post up very well on that one. You wouldn't have knocked me off. You would have just stopped right at my hip and not actually pushed through me. So push through me into the post farther. That's it. Feel how much cleaner that is? So you're going, number one, all the way to the post, which is a little further than you normally go. And then you're going a little faster, a little more energetically, more aggressively. Like you're boxing out for a rebound, you know, you gotta just knock them off the spot. Left hip. Not bad. Further with the hip and you'll really have something. That's the right sound. Is that is it grainy still?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, you can still see perfectly fine.
A little deeper bow. Beautiful. Okay. Pivot all the way. Okay, keep at it. You just didn't center strike that. That's why it's all funny. You can take the other golf ball and move it a little further away. Yeah, as long as it's marking where we're hitting from. Good setup. Good grip. There it is. Perfection. Watch where this rolls to. Just over the edge. Perfection. So if you can, copy paste. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste over and over again. Try to remember what you did. You certainly were freer with your hip. So good, Matt. Same distance. Just over the edge to 50 yards. When these start feeling like layups, then we can have LeBron start chasing you, and then you see if you can still make it. Swat. That's it, because that's what it'll feel like when you got to pitch it over a bunker or a little lake or something, like a little lake or a stream. If you ever have one in front of the green, it's like that's the added pressure. Where you have this basic motion, like a layup, but all of a sudden it's not just a layup all by yourself with no one else in the entire park. You know what I mean? It's the game winner, and you got the whole other team chasing you down. You can hear them. Now it has to be more automatic. Setup and grip are great. Okay, you were a little more tentative with the hip and the chest, slower and not as free and aggressive. So
How about the team chasing me down?
no, you got to go through and be aggressive with it. You got to beat them to the basket. So increase the turn speed and the shift speed. Hit me harder with your hip. That's it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, let's take it, we'll take it a little farther now. We'll start kicking the ball in or maybe just over the goal. So we're going to see how that's going to work now. It's the same amount of energy and fluidity you just used. We're just going to simply make a bigger pendulum in each direction to make the ball go farther. You're hardly ever going to feel like you have to swing, more than this in terms of effort. Take a stance. Right. And we're going to move to one. Great. Got the weight. Come on around here. We'll see this. How that looks good right there. Now the breaking in of this foot to the inside. He's got the heel perfect. I can slip my hand under. So now we're going to break the foot. That brings the knee towards the middle, and it adds additional weight onto the right foot, doesn't it? Okay, from here, you're in the post. Now we're going to start drawing the arm back, wrist, and then we're going to even add, as your head stays down, we're going to start adding even more arm and wrist to this, to here. So this would be a 5-hour swing. You're in just absolutely fantastic shape right here. So just kind of memorize where this is at. It's just a continuation on the same arc. So once you get it to 3, okay, 4 and 5 come from momentum. If you just let it keep swinging. Okay, remember, first order of business is to post that left hip up back on the left post. Start moving and turning at the same time. Super. So let's bring this down here a bit more. That's the first move. You feel the stretch building up. Turn your chest away from me even more. Feel that chest increasing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the club will come in because of it. You turned early. It'll strike with the forward lean.
Yeah.
You'll catch the ball first. The divot will be here. And we're going to go into the equivalent follow through. A little more arm and wrist. So the wrist is now starting to cock back up again. This arm is starting to kind of fold at the elbow. Well, this one's picking over the straight.
The dog is bugging.
Okay. Give it your best shot. Be okay with screwing up. There's a lot of moving parts now. Good. Hey, how about this guy? Okay, so that ball went exactly 75 in the air. Fantastic. But yet it still looks like the 10-yarder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's the easiest I've ever seen anybody pitch a ball over the stream. Okay, you're a little tight, so roll the ball about a ball away further. Get about the same amount of space. That's nice. We have about a 5 to 6 inch gap from the handle of the club to the thighs. So you're still in a little tight. So you can move the ball just a bit more away. Perfect. That looks good right there. And copy paste. Same swing. Oh, this guy's so good. Well done. Very, very effortless. Yeah. Super. Okay, so your club is moving. It's not moving around the arc as planned. You're a little bit off the arc in that your backswing is turning a bit more and you're drawing the club a little more to the inside than our arc, and so it's causing you to push the ball also. So you're changing onto this line right away. So I'm going to help you feel on the next one. I'm going to help you feel a little bit of a straighter arc going back, straighter with our target. You tend to do a little bit of that. Now see how the club wants to go to the inside more? Okay, so let's say that's our arc right there. That ball is our 1 o'clock arc. You're going to feel a little bit more of a turn under, and your left butt cheek is not going to move away from the wall quite as much. You still feel like your left cheek is riding the wall. Now from here the club is going to get you straighter here, and it'll feel like it goes a little more up here. Now this, you're in great shape right here. This is fantastic. Such good shape right here. Okay, step over and turn the chest at the same time, simultaneous. Nice. Probably a little more down here at this point. Roll to the inside of that right foot. Keep turning. That's beautiful. So you're already posted. Now from here the club just relaxes, it just slingshots back, around to the left and up again. All right, give it a shot. Perfect setup and grip. That's wonderful. See how it's just a little bit of a push off the yellow flag? Okay, what I want to do, I'm going to put myself in the danger zone here. Go ahead and... Okay. What I want you to do is, you don't have to hit this one. Okay, what I want you to do is pick the club back slowly without hitting me, and you'll see that just real slow, one little inch at a time. Now see how you hit me in the ass? Okay, so I'm positioned to where you shouldn't have to hit me. The club's going to stay a little straighter than that, and then up. So real slow. See? Okay, stay there. And the reason is, again, because of the action of this hip. You see what I'm doing? I'm deepening here, and now the club doesn't want to go. It wants to go up more and less around. Okay, so it's a matter of getting. Let's do it one more time. It's a matter of getting this first hour with the hips right, which is here. It's tilting more rather than turning more. You see what I mean? Okay, so tilt up a little. So right now your left butt cheek's a little too far off the wall. There. That's right. That's right. That's what we're after on the next one. Yep, you did it. You did it. Now see how you're more on line with the flag? Yeah. Okay. So the perfect swing, that was a little too much. So feel something a little bit in between. What you want to do and what you just did. Feel something halfway. Setup and grip are great. Yep. Great. Way to go. Okay, let's see you knock it over the stream again. So go ahead and follow through and move the hip a little stronger. Nice try. Better than you think? Send a good one right over the stream to the corner of that box out there. That's it. Now you got the wedge onto the green, okay? Now let's trade you. Let me trade you the pitching wedge for the 9 and just make the same swing. The same swing should send the ball another 10 yards, which would mean you'd send it into the flat in front of the yellow flag. Same swing. Great job. So take a look at this last one that he hit where it finished up. You see how straight it was. Landed dead on the target line with perfect contact, perfect launch, square face. So his motion is starting to create really, really good numbers on the track. Okay, go ahead and put a little bit more hip and snap into it. Awesome job. Well done. Very straight swing plane. Okay, that one went 82 yards in the air. So simply by moving the hip a little bit stronger and snapping the wrist a little stronger, let's hit it to 90 or 100 now. You'll be able to do this easily without swinging further. You're just going to be faster going through it, stronger. Okay, do it again. So at this speed, you notice that the slices are starting to appear. That's okay. We'll fix that. Oh, what a swing. Beautiful. Okay, so that went 89 in the air. You got a club face of 0 degrees, so dead straight. That's why it went so straight. Now we're going to go for 100 off the same swing. So you just have to explode through it with your hips a little faster down the wall. Okay, try again. When you're good right now, you're perfect. When you're good, your swing is as good as anybody in the world when you really hit it in the center. Find the wall, stay on the wall. Good. Nicely done. Okay, now you got to get it over the stream for sure this time. You got to swing hard enough to clear the stream easily. That's right. That's how hard I want you to swing now. Still on plane. Still is a swing plane of 0. Okay. So do one more of those. And then we're going to start working another exercise. Okay. Swing hard enough to fly it to the yellow flag now. Just straight on. Butt back. Good. Love it. Now see how the ball is tending to curve right on you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to work on that. Again, the swing is very straight, as you can come and see. Hitting it in the center of the club face. You're launching at the right angle. The swing is coming back. This, the closer to 0 you are means that you're on the arc that we want. The only thing on these is the face of the club tends to be twisted open. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, that's the biggest influence on the ball flight. And the faster you swing, the more it could be left open unless we counter that. So we're going to work on this drill. Remember this drill? We did this before? Did we ever do this one?
No.
Okay, we'll do this one. Watch. Come on over here and watch how I'm going to do this. See where I'm standing? Okay. So I'm going to stand, the club will be around waist high. And my elbow will just be bristling the pole. We don't want to touch this in this drill. So we're going to consider this pole electrified with 2 million volts. You never want to touch it. I'll draw the club back to the side of my body like I'm playing baseball. And notice if you come around here close, I'm making it the full 90-degree wrist, forearm club shaft here. And you see how the right elbow has to kind of fold to fit in there?
Yeah.
We're going to just be doing the same thing on the other side. So I'll throw the club head around the pole. Okay, come on around here now and you'll see. I now have a 90-degree angle from my right forearm to my club shaft. The right forearm is now over the top of the left. And my left is now folding into the shadow of the right, but I have not touched the pole. So I've thrown the club head around the pole without, see, not that, not trying to pull the club into the ball, but throw the club head around, okay? Go ahead and stand with your tippy toe right there. Okay, and then reach way out. Good shot of the grip, good. Right there, okay, left hand on. Grip's looking great, so we draw it back. There's a full, so this would be a 6-hour swing equivalent. You go into a full 90-degree miss break. And just like baseball, throw the bat head around the pole, hold. Try to form a full 90. And you'll see the importance now of this arm folding so that it can, the wrist can go even with the full range of motion. Essentially, walk that elbow if you can. Okay. Essentially, you just made a left-handed backswing. Is that like you're a lefty playing baseball now? You just be ready to hit it? Okay. Okay. Send it around the pole about eight or nine more times without hitting your elbow. That's it. And you're going to make the right elbow go into hyperextension or fully locked. That's it. Supple and quick. Starts to feel like a snap. As you quicken it, loosen up your wrists and quicken it, yeah, it starts to feel. This is a real important drill. This is 2/3 of our club head speed right here in this motion. Okay, send it around and stop. Okay, so right now you're at 60 degrees. Take it the last hour. See how that's got to kind of tuck in and fold to get that last hour. That's free energy. The club wants to go around. You're sending it around. You don't want to just stop it too soon. So send it all the way around to a 90. That's it. Straighten the right elbow. Okay. Now do 5 more, but be like the weakest guy on the block. Like you can barely. You're so weak, you can barely pick the club up. Okay. You're such a strong guy. It's a tough task. Straighten the elbow, but your wrist feels so soft. Send it around, nice. One more. Send it around, throw it around, good. Okay, move back up to the ball. We're going to play with this idea now. But move the ball onto a small tee. This is going to lead us into the driver bunker, okay? Ball's up at 250. We'll use this one for our arc here. Okay, go ahead and move into that ball. I'm going to go without the chair now. We're going to trade in the chair for the sensation of throwing it around the pole. So go ahead and just make that 6-hour swing and throw it around. There you go. You get your first hook shot now. Great job. So now you know how to not slice it anymore. I just armed you with great knowledge just now. Okay, 6-hour backswing and then throw it. Ah, nice. Now, if that ball is overhooking, it doesn't mean you're doing this too soon or too much. It means that this is not posting hard enough. All you got to do is speed the lower half up now. But now look at this. Okay, he's got a closed club face, starting to draw the ball, pivoting it enough to create a down strike. So you see this, you're creating a forward divot now, but still we want a little bit more forward divot on a 9-iron. And as soon as we get about 4 to 4.5 downwards, also the face won't be. That'll be the sign that you put more hip into it, and that'll keep the club face from shutting on you. It'll just go further and straighter. So we'll be able to knock the. We're going to knock the 110 sign over here in a second, and then it'll just be. It'll be a jailbreak from there. Good, and just turn the hands. Okay. So did not quite complete the over part where the right forearm gets on top. So a little bit more of that. Good swing though. There you go. Good timing on that one. So we have a lot of things going on now. This is why this is somebody's chasing you on the layup, because now the lower body part, it's hard to concentrate. It's either going to do it or it needs to be trained more. Okay, so that's cool. As long as we're hitting everything that has little hooks or doesn't slice, that's a win right now. We're focusing in on the snap, or the what would you call it? A snap, a flick, flip? Snap works. Okay, so we're working on the snap of the club head and the wrists and the forearms. And you win the game by not slicing. Great. So you win. That's straight. Very straight. Okay, feel free to start putting a little more oomph into these now. Let's start getting enough oomph to getting it out to the 110 sign. It's not much more than you're using. Beautiful. That probably gets there if you hit it in the sweet spot. Yeah, 65 miles an hour on the club. That's enough to hit it 120 if you hit it right in the sweet spot. So stay at that speed. Keep snapping the right hand over the top. There you go. Way to go. 70 miles an hour. Ball went 113 in the air. Just learning how to put all these things together. I love the speed on that one. That was a much faster flip. Beautiful. Now see how much farther it goes when you hit it in the sweet spot. Okay, so we just had one more in the sweet spot. Ball went 121 in the air. Way to go. You left the face open a little bit. That's why it went to the right. So on the next one, this aspect will just be a little bit more. You'll feel like you're turning the arms over a little bit sooner or more. Keep the speed up. Very good. Try again. Just get the prime thing. We're gonna make little errors here and there. That's fine. Excellent. Speed starting to come up. Hey, what up? Okay. On the next couple, be that fast, but be a little bit more less strong in the arms. Yeah, your arms are starting to look a little bit Hulk smash. Let's get the opposite of Hulk smash going. Too Hulk smash, too much. Make it more of a hip powered swing. That's going to be the power. Knocking me off the mat is the power, and your arms are going to feel softer than that for sure. Real soft in the arms. Yep. Now these low ones, you're just simply not going into the turf flow. Feel like your swing is a little slower coming through, a little less powerful for now. Got enough speed here for sure. Excellent. Get a little lower. Oh, super. Good feeling on that one, huh? That one went, so you're at 118 yards, but only at 66 miles an hour. So it's more about getting more for less than it is hitting hard. It's like being efficient so that it feels very smooth and easy, but the ball's going, and you felt it on that one. That was really nice. still gluing stuff together. That looks so much softer than the other ones. That was great. Very nicely done. We got to go get a few more balls. You got another token? Okay, cool. So we'll stop it there and then we'll just pick it up and we'll do some drives.